Right, well, I'm doing the MDS, which is the Marathon des Sables, in 9 days.
Which is what exactly?
Marathon des Sables is 7 days. It's 6 marathons in 7 days across the Sahara Desert. Quite an extraordinary challenge. I'm doing it for charity, for Macmillan Cancer, and also because I was asked, and I said yes. You don't get many opportunities like that. Waiting list is 5 years long, so I thought I'd take the chance.
Great. So, first thoughts when you signed up and thought about the challenge?
First thoughts? Oh, crikey. First thoughts were that the person that asked me would say, oh, it's okay, we're full. Didn't. So I was in the team pretty much straight away. But it's been something that that I have learnt to sort of get obsessed with, basically, because I think something like that, or this, is so consuming. So you have to obsess yourself with it in order to know that you're going to make it. So I feel very prepared, as much as I can be, with the help of a few people along the way. You definitely need support along the way, no question.
So what have you done to prepare? Talk us through it.
Training-wise, there's so many elements, but there's sort of organising your lifestyle. That's your work, your play, and also your training. Your training and your nutrition. And what have I done? Basically, I knew around August time, it's now March, that I'd be doing it. So pretty much straight away started developing my basic training. Then the important thing was getting a structure involving a lot of running and time on my feet. I've had advice from previous runners and from people who've done it, and from people like my chiropractor who've had experience of ultra running. And then basically involves building that structure around your normal life and committing to it. Nutrition is so crucial to not just your training and the ability to wake up in the morning with energy and go to bed filled with energy even after a long training day, but also for injuries along the way, things like that. And rest, which I'm not very good at, but to obviously involve and incorporate rest into the programme as well. Really trying to stay focused, but without being not sort of going over the line, because otherwise then you become a bit of a bore.
Yeah.
And lose the rest of your life.
So the peak mileage you've done in a week is what?
Peak mileage probably was about 140 kilometres, I think, or could have even been a bit more. I think it was 140 kilometres, and then a few 100-kilometre weeks. I basically try to involve 2 back-to-back runs every now and again, especially around a month ago, leading up to the event. Back-to-back run is basically any marathon runner that's training would probably do 1 long run at a weekend. I had to do 2 long runs at a weekend to get my legs used to that ability to get up and go again for 5 or 6 hours. Pace is a lot slower. I'm not doing 8-minute miles anymore. I'm doing about 10-minute miles. But bear in mind the endurance of this is a lot longer, and we're carrying our own supplies. So I have between 6 and 9 k's on my back as well. That obviously impacts quite a lot on your training, the weight on your feet, the weight that your body is taking. So lots of new sore parts to my body which I didn't know were there before.
Cool. And how has Prohab been able to help?
Prohab have been amazing, not just physically but psychologically as well. You really have to get your head around something like this, and so often you can doubt yourself. And it doesn't matter how many people are telling you you're able to do it. You yourself can feel that you're not ready, or you feel that something's not right, or you set your goal to achieve something which might seem almost impossible. Prohab, I had a bad injury in September, which was basically when I'd started kicking in with my training and I couldn't even fast walk for about 3 months. So straight away decided I couldn't do it and that I would have to give up. I came to see Carlisle at Profeet, and he basically reassured me that as long as I took care of myself, I stuck to my original plan, I believed that I could do it, and I concentrated on fixing my back, which didn't just involve physically that part of my back, but my whole entire body and all my energy systems. I've been able to recuperate. I've continued seeing Carlisle. It's been an amazing experience, pretty extraordinary, because it, as I said, it's not just been about fixing one small element of my body, but it's been a whole all over body and mind healing process, and I'm really, really impressed. And I am about to run this race thinking that I couldn't not that long ago, about 4 or 5 months ago, and now I'm totally 100% confident that I can.
Okay, with 5 minutes to go before the start of the Marathon des Sables 2010. Didn't think I'd ever be here. About 5 months ago, Prohab, you're awesome. You fixed my back, and I am just so happy to be here. I'm going to get through this race, get my medal at the end, and I have a big thank you to say to Prohab.